Meeting is being called to order. The time is 5:02 p.m. Public portion of the meeting begins. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law is enacted to ensure the rights of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies of which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the business administrator, board secretary, has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building, communicated to the Herald News, the record, and filed with the clerk of the Borough of Hawthorne. Roll call, please.
Mr. Carr,
Here.
Ms. Goff,
Here.
Burrell,
Here.
Mr. Palouse,
Here.
Mr. Reicher, Mr. Totaro,
Here.
Mr. Turco, Mr. Clavijo.
Here, please join me in a flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for
which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
Meeting regulations. During each regular meeting, 2 opportunities are provided for citizens to ask questions and to make comments. During the first opportunity, early in the agenda, the meeting is open to the public for the purpose of addressing items listed for approval on this agenda only. The second opportunity occurs just prior to adjournment, when citizens may address any subject matter that is pertinent to and or directly related to the operation of the school district. If you wish to make a comment or ask a question during the public portion of the meeting, you may submit the question by accessing the Q&A feature on the bottom of the Zoom screen, or you may submit a question via our Board of Education email address at hawthorneboe@hawthorne.k12.nj.us. When submitting questions via Zoom or email, please be sure to include your first and last name, address, and email address followed by your question. We will do our best to answer all questions in the order in which they are received. If for some reason we are unable to answer your question, someone from the district will respond using the email address you provided. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Please note that the board will not respond to comments regarding students or board employees in light of the privacy rights held by those individuals. Moreover, the board discourages comments about such individuals and will not be responsible for such comments. Members of the public who choose to speak during this public session should carefully consider their comments, since they could be held personally liable for any statements they make. Finally, please note that in accordance with district policy, the board will not officially comment or respond to any matter mentioned unless it can confirm that the matter has first been brought to the attention of the appropriate school personnel in an attempt to resolve the issue. Public be heard. As a reminder, when submitting questions or comments via email, please be sure to include your first and last name, address, and your question. Nothing in the chat, Mr. Spirit, on emails?
No emails.
Thank you. Seeing no one, we'll close out the public portion of the meeting. Finance Administration, Mr. Turkle. I don't believe Mr. Turkle is with us. No, so Mr. Turkle is not with us. Mr. Palouse, would you like to move the motion on his behalf, please?
So moved.
You would actually need to read it out.
Sorry, Alex, I don't have it in front of me.
Joe, do you have that in front of you?
I do.
One moment. Please, thank you.
On the action items, Alex?
Yes, page 3, yes, Finance Administration.
Pursuant to the recommendation of Superintendent of Schools, the Committee on Finance Administration recommends the following resolutions. A1 and A2 found on page 3 of the documentation.
Thank you, Mr. Carr. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Ms. Goff,
Yes.
Dr. Morel,
Yes.
Mr. Palouste,
Yes.
Mr. Reicher, Mr. Totaro,
Yes.
Mr. Turco, Mr. Clavijo.
Yes. Public be heard. As a reminder, when submitting questions or comments via email, please be sure to include your first and last name, address, and your question. I don't see anything on the chat. We'll give it a minute to see if there's any emails. Okay, seeing no one, we'll go ahead and close out that portion of the meeting, and we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Goff,
Yes. Yes.
Dr. Morel,
Yes.
Mr. Palouste,
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Reicher, Mr. Totaro,
Yes.
Mr. Turco, Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Clavijo.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you at the committee meetings.
See you guys.